Hey guys, I wanted to give you a little more instruction on how to work your way through Microsoft Word. So I decided to make a video tutorial for you. Um, you can use this at whatever pace you need to. If there's a specific task that you're stuck on that you want some help with, I'm going to move down this page in order. If you need help with everything, try and follow along with me. Also, try and remember to bookmark this or remember where to find it so that when you're working through a Word project later in the year or even in coming years, you can come back here and remember how to do some of this stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to start working my way through this document. Notice I put here the very first heading says tasks found in the Home tab right here. So up here we have all of our tabs. This is Home, Insert, Page Layout, References, Mailing, Review, and View. So we're going to start in the Home tab. The first one here isn't really a button, but rather just tab. We'll indent your line like that. And don't worry about the little lightning bolt. Next one, make your font bolded. You can either click the shortcut here, click up here, or press Control and B at the same time. Make font italicized is the slanty font, as I like to call it. That is this I right here. You can either click it or hold down Control and I. Underline is Control and U, or that button there. Make this font Times New Roman. You're going to select it. All you have to do here is type in Times, and New Roman is going to pop up. And I want the size 12, so you can click on this drop down menu here in size 12. This one's kind of a funky one. Magneto. Again, I could either go through all of this list looking for the specific one that I want, or I can just start typing Magneto. It happens to pop right up. I hit enter. There we go. 28.5 is the font size I'm going to have to type in and hit enter. Your page should look like this so far. Changing font color right here. I'm going to change mine to a blue. Same deal with the first half of this sentence. Making it orange. This one's purple. And then the highlighting feature is right next to it. One real quick thing to note is if you don't know what one of these buttons does, you can hover over it and it will give you a brief summary of what that tool does. So I can hover over this button here. It tells me that it will highlight text color. I can choose different highlighting options. I'm going to go with let's go with this bright pink. This next one, make this font centered. Now I could obviously hit the space bar until it gets to the center, but that's not very efficient nor very accurate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up to the Home tab. Under paragraph options here, I can click this button and it'll take me to the center. Right aligned is right next to it. Alright. For this one, I'm going to make a numbered list. So I'm going to come back up here. Right here, this button is responsible for numbering. I can have a whole bunch of different options here. Number one, some of my favorite TV shows. We'll go Sports Center. Gotta go with Scrubs. It's not on TV anymore, but it's still a really good show. And I'll say college basketball. Counts as a TV show, I think. Now this next one, it asks me to make the whole document double spaced. To do that, first thing I need to do is select all of my font. Again, a lot of ways to do this. I could click and drag all the way down, but that's kind of a pain. So what I'm going to do instead is hold down Control and press A at the same time. That's going to select everything in my document. Now I'm going to go back up to the Paragraph tab. Use this button right here. This is the line and spacing options. I can go to 2.0. That means double. Click it, and you can see the space in between all the lines gets bigger. For these next three tasks, I'm going to move to the Page Layout tab. Right up here, switch over. Once you find that Page Layout tab, these ones make quite a bit of sense. First one says change the margins to narrow. Boom, right there. Next one, change page orientation to landscape. Right there. Next one, change it to 2 columns. Right, like that. I have it all done. Alright. Next one, I need to go to the Insert tab for these. So, insert a picture of my favorite animal. I would, if I was going to do this, I'd go to Google, save my picture, and then I'd come up here to my pictures and insert it. Let's see if they got an animal in here. Perfect. Koala. I'm going to go ahead and insert that. Now, this is a really big picture, but it's not exactly where I want it to be. So first thing I'm going to do is shrink it down. Goes back over here now. I'm going to leave like that for now. Next thing it wants me to do is insert a circle. Again, I'm in the Insert tab. Circle is a shape. Here we go. It's an oval, but you know what? It still counts. Draw my circle. Now notice I have this Drawing Tools toolbar that pops up. I can change a lot of stuff about how this circle looks. Either by preset options like this, or by going to Shape Fill and changing the colors. I can go to Shape Outline and give it a circle around it. And I can go to Shape Effects, which will really change how you see this thing. Alright, we'll leave that. Next one says insert a clip art picture about baseball. So insert clip art. Now if you're running Word 2013, they've actually gotten rid of this clip art feature because you can essentially search the internet for any picture you need. But we'll go ahead and search baseball anyway. And I get this glove. I'm going to insert it. Again, that's pretty big. I'm going to shrink it down. And it wants me to change the wrap text setting. So I'm going to go up here to in the Picture Tools bar, wrap text, and change it to tight, right like that. Now it's kind of messed with some of my other fonts, so I'm going to hit enter a few times and go on to the next task. Insert a 6x4 table. So table right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6x4. Just like that. And again, I can format this a lot of different ways. Notice a lot of times whenever I enter something extra into my Word document, I get another tab that pops up here. So my Format Picture Tools, I can format the table here with the design or with the layout. Alright, this one wants me to make this into a hyperlink to the Des Moines Schools homepage. So I'm going to go up here to Insert, and I'm going to click on Hyperlink. Notice the shortcut there. I can also press Control and K at the same time to get to this, or I can just right click on this, go down to Hyperlink. I'm going to link to an existing file or web page, and that address is www.dmschools.org. And I click OK, and there it is. If I press Control and click, it's going to take me right there. slowly but surely. There we go. This last one for the Insert tab says insert a header and type your name. So I'm in Insert. I'm going to go up to Header right here. This is a little space at the top of each page in your document that you can, it's really useful for typing your name on those long papers if they're more than a page. That way your name is on every page. So I'm going to do one of these that looks kind of cooler. Let's go this one. So I'm going to go ahead and type my name. And now a lot of you are going to start kind of freaking out because you're like, I can't get to the rest of my document, Mr. Freeze. What you're going to do is either come up here and click Close Header and Footer. Notice when I went to the header, again, I had an extra tab pop up here. So I'm either going to click Close Header and Footer, or I'm just going to double click on my document. Like that. To get back into the header, I'm going to double click up there. Pretty simple. Now, two last things that I got to do before I'm done here is one, spell check this document and fix mistakes. So I'm going to go up here to Review. I have spelling and grammar check right here. It wants me to change document. I think that's a good fix. It wants me to change mistakes. I think that's a good fix. I'm going to ignore this one. I'm going to ignore Sports Center as well. And my name as well. And now it tells me that I'm done. This last one, use the thesaurus tool to find a better word for awesome. Alright, so a couple ways I can use this tool. One, I go up to the Review tab here, click on thesaurus. I can also right click on it and go over here to synonyms.